Welcome to EUPrivacyForAll Session49 on GDPR, Article 61, Mutual Assistance. Article 61 on Mutual Assistance in Supervisory Authorities lays down that the supervisory authorities shall provide each other with relevant information and mutual assistance, and shall put in place measures for effective cooperation with one another. Mutual assistance will cover, in particular, information requests and supervisory measures, such as requests to carry out prior authorizations and consultations, inspections, and investigations. Each supervisory authority shall take all appropriate measures required to reply to a request of another supervisory authority without undue delay and not later than 1 month after receiving the request. Requests for assistance shall contain all the necessary information, including the purpose and reasons for the request. The requested supervisory authority shall not refuse to comply with the request unless it is not competent for the subject matter, or compliance with the request would infringe the GDPR or union or member state law. The requested supervisory authority shall inform the requesting supervisory authority of the results or progress of the measures taken in order to respond to such request. The requested supervisory authority shall provide reasons for any refusal to comply with the request. Requested supervisory authority shall, as a rule, supply the information requested by other supervisory authorities by electronic means, using a standardized format. Requested supervisory authorities shall not charge any fee for any action taken. Supervisory authorities may agree on rules to indemnify each other. Where supervisory authority does not provide the information within 1 month, the requesting supervisory authority may adopt a provisional measure on the territory of its member state. The Commission may, by means of implementing acts, specify the format and procedures for mutual assistance, notably regarding the exchange of information by electronic means between supervisory authorities and between supervisory authorities and the board, in particular the standardized format. Recital 133 states that the supervisory authorities should assist each other so as to ensure the consistent application and enforcement of the GDPR. A supervisory authority requesting mutual assistance may adopt provisional measure if it receives no response to a request for mutual assistance within 1 month. Recital 120 reminds us that each supervisory authority should be provided with the financial and human resources, premises, and infrastructure necessary for the effective performance of their tasks, including those related to mutual assistance and cooperation within the EU. Article 62 on the cooperation between the lead and other concerned supervisory authorities lays down that the lead supervisory authority may request at any time other supervisory authorities concerned to provide mutual assistance pursuant to Article 61 and may conduct joint operations pursuant to Article 62. Article 64(2, regarding the opinion of the board, stressed that any supervisory authority, the chair of the board, or the Commission may request that any matter of general application or producing effects in more than one member state be examined by the board with a view to obtaining an opinion, in particular where a competent supervisory authority does not comply with the obligations for mutual assistance. The Directive 95/6 lays down in paragraph 6 that each supervisory authority is competent, whatever the national law applicable to the processing in question, to exercise on the territory of its own member state the powers conferred by the directive. There is no more than the obligation to cooperate with one another to the extent necessary for the performance of supervisory authorities' duties. What should accountable data controllers and processors get prepared for? Controllers and processors will have to identify their lead supervisory authorities, but also all supervisory authorities concerned. The lead may request at any time other supervisory authorities concerned to provide mutual assistance, notably for joint operations. Controllers and processors will have to bear in mind that the lead might request mutual assistance, that is to say, most of the time, sharing information, to any other supervisory authority in order to carry out prior authorizations, consultations, inspections, and investigations. A supervisory authority requesting mutual assistance may adopt a provisional measure in case the requested supervisory authority will not answer within 1 month. Controllers and processors targeted have to be really careful on the fact that such measure is binding but not definitive. A supervisory authority required to assist another one could decline if it demonstrates it is not competent for the subject matter of the request, or that the request is in breach with the GDPR or union or national law. The European Data Protection Board will be addressing all issues resulting from a conflict in relation with implementation of mutual assistance. So the question triggered now concerns the kind of joint operations, consultations, and investigations that will result in practice from supervisory authorities' mutual assistance.